And we're live.
Welcome back, everybody, to another. Can I be heard? Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to another session of A Non-Field Guide Presents Plague of Metal. I am your regular GM, Cat's Done. And with me today, hello.
I'm just doing the thing. You can keep it going.
Yep.
Yeah,
And with me today, I've got our regular band of misfits. We've got the Mismatched Nova,
Wow.
the Lost in the Dryer Fry,
It's so warm.
the colors, mix the lights and the darks in the washer, Nyx.
I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I'm stuck.
The overly bleached tank.
I have, as usual, consumed 2 people's worth of chicken nuggets.
Tank
not
is
intended.
Tank is perpetually keeping his local KFC in business.
It's
And the covered in lint.
I can
air.
actually let me append to that real quick. I showed up today and I made my order, and I forgot to ask them for my special dip, and they just went ahead and gave it to me without even checking in with me. Because
I've turned the
the
link into a
KFC
vest.
employees recognized me on site.
And today we are very warm and very cozy here after a 2-week break. Back here in the campaign Plague of Metal.
Happy New Year, everyone!
Happy New
Happy
Year.
New Year.
Half of New Year.
And Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that also happened.
That too.
Are you sure?
I'd hope so. We're handling some technical situations in the background at the moment. But we are back at it again. Who would like to give us the rundown from last session?
There you go. I moved the rules.
Sure. So, picking up from where we left off, upon arriving at the hunting village, the subsist and survive folk were playing host to a Chimera warband who were active in the region. Deciding that staying with the crowd meant security, we took a pit stop, as it were, in the town for a night to rest, to gather information, and to get an idea of the current situation in the Heartlands. From there, we discover a few points of interest, as well as a better idea of what we might be looking for out here. But perhaps more pertinently, given our recent interaction with a petulant adolescent dragon, we learn that this dragon isn't exactly a new existence in the Heartlands, and that they've been shaking down pretty much any group small enough to not fight back. Chasing up information about the needs of our giant, the injured giant who has been following us, as well as how to reach it, we find out there was a ford south of the town, across the river. And as we leave the town and ford the river, we are assaulted by strange alchemic machines, is the best way to put it. Being ridden by raiders and metal-infused beings in pursuit of us. We fend them off and get to cross the river, and in the distance we can perhaps see the Mox Tree of Life.
Sounds about right.
That seems correct.
Yeah, I have nothing to add to that.
I agree.
We're gonna be heading to the Tree of Life, hopefully not hitting a river along the way.
Again.
God damn those rivers.
Turns out we're at, like, the Delta or something.
Oh, did you clarify the hex crawl thing for the audience, Mr. Cat?
That will be handled in a moment.
Okay.
As for now, you are currently in a swampy terrain. Shortly after you have forded the river. And not too far from you, you can see a vast expanse of trees, with one particular dominating over the skyline. Which is to your right on the map. What do you want to do?
I think we should go home.
Okay.
Yeah?
The
what
Heartland is
home?
doomed.
Let's go back into the tornado.
build a wall.
We'll travel up north and east, and we'll go back, and we'll give Louise a kiss, and then we will go to bed.
Okay.
Dana's crazy.
I don't think we get the kiss unless we actually help the Heartlands.
Damn.
It's true.
Heartlands becomes doomed. Hannian.
I make a sense perception knowledge check to see if I can get a kiss, even if I don't save the Heartlands.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see.
Perception check to recall knowledge.
Of course you can, Hannian. From Gwem, the Tollpa.
Yay!
Oh,
The big smooch from the Toll Grandpa.
You have to beat a DC 42 fort save or die on the spot.
Okay. Yeah, you need to make a DC 58 fort save or become sickened for 6 hours
That makes sense.
when you smooch a toll.
It is a toll after all.
Who knows?
It's mostly just slime flooding your lungs,
Yeah,
so you can't swallow things.
exactly.
Anyway, I assume you're heading into the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're continuing our current route. Because
We're gonna go southeast. We don't actually know if there's a forest that way yet because it's. I'm gonna be real honest. The amount we can see is not great.
Yeah, we're here to resolve the giant stuff.
Yep. I think the vision might have to do with you guys being tiny, actually.
I think we just don't have any vision.
Oh well.
Yeah, vision only have one.
What do I do for that?
Let's try this.
What range would you like it to be at?
Two.
Yeah, like you're supposed to be able to see all hexes around you when you're doing exploration normally.
Actually,
That's my bad.
here's the funny fact about that, Air. I looked into this at one point. You're not supposed to see a map, period, and you're supposed to draw the map as players. That's why it's got all the weird, like, scouting and recon stuff, etc.
Mm-hmm.
It's not... It's not feasible.
Kingmaker added on to that specifically with types of encounters, and if you have open hexes next to you, as long as it's not a hidden encounter, your party should be able to spot it from from an adjacent hex.
Yeah, makes sense. Do you have a region or anything going on, like the thing I instructed you on, Cats?
Probably not. Alright.
Who knows? No big deal.
The only region I did was the thing that gives you guys the Fog of War.
That's what I meant.
Ah, well then,
Because that's
yes.
obviously controlling how far we can see.
I think it might have broken when I changed the map image. Not that big a deal.
Possible.
Yep, anyway.
love
So you're
little
heading
brass.
to... Yeah, you're heading east.
Oh,
That's not the right one.
I'm traveling
Why is-
eastward.
East.
Just kidding, you're heading east.
The Fumi Field wants to speak.
East.
Uh-oh, it's stuck
Smile.
like that.
Smile.
I love I love how she has the little halo. That's cute.
Yeah.
Yep. Ow, 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 ow. So you travel east. And, as you encounter the edge of the forest, something happens. Night approaches. First and foremost. And
How many nights are there?
at least one.
Okay.
Trying to find the correct music here. I apologize.
Okay, why are you stuck like this?
Have you tried to removing the emoji? Thank
There
you.
you go.
Nick's like a GM says to you, you see a death knight in the distance, and it's just like a dark area. So, oh, it's night in there, and you die.
That's... Where'd all the chill music go?
It's weird seeing
hate
like a
it.
fully proportioned image of Fumi because she looks taller than she's supposed to be. Like I don't know how to describe that better than that.
The party
So-
picks up Hanny and throws her around like a football.
Several things went wrong in that sentence.
Yeah,
uh,
very silly.
This'll work. Okay.
Well-
You settle down for camp in the evening. And when you do, you cannot find Louise at all.
That's rather strange.
Normally she's situated in the land ship alongside you.
You
And
mean Sternia?
no, Louise.
Louise isn't with us.
Yes, she is.
What?
Yeah, she's been with you this entire time.
No.
Yeah, she's been riding on top of the cart.
That is not. No, that is not true.
Adventure.
I'm being gaslit.
Good.
No, it's been like that.
No.
Cool. His memory is degraded over the course of 2 weeks.
No, I'm
You drink too
being
much eggnog?
gaslit here. We specifically
Foolish
said bye
Hank.
to Louise.
No.
You-
She very
no.
distinctly stuck with you.
No, that's not right.
He's taking the piss now.
And
No, I'm completely serious.
no, I'm okay.
He is soaked in piss,
Anyway,
just like that one prince.
you and eventually Sternia comes and knocks on your doors in the land ship and says to come outside. There is a crackle of fire awaiting you as you head out and down from the side of the ship.
Oh?
Yep.
Oh,
And you-
good. I thought the fire was inside of the land ship for a second.
Yeah.
And you are in and you find yourself amongst your various wagons in a circle. Louise sits upon what is very clearly a oaken log, cut flat and then planted into the ground, in a silken nightie. And she waves at you.
How are you feeling, Louis?
Oh, I'm all right, she says with a bit of a smile. We haven't been talking a whole lot, so I figured well, I found this campsite here, and I figured we'd set up.
Bro, I am so
Fair enough.
fucking lost.
Well, you shush.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's what's the night like? Like, what's the temperature? Is it cold?
It's fairly temperate right now. It is. You can hear various forest animals, especially like almost said tree frogs, but you can hear night birds and
Tree
various
tolls.
bugs. Well, no, you've got 4 tolls.
The
It's,
gentle, heartwarming noise of a million cicadas.
Yep. Yeah.
It's a pretty nice. The night's. It's pretty nice right now. The weather's good. It reminds me a lot of home, actually.
Sternia is sat on another bench, and various seats are laid out for you.
Have you ever been somewhere like this before?
Not particularly. I mostly stayed within the confines of the more safe cities and towns.
Well, how was your first journey out into the untamed wilderness treating you?
She steeples her fingers and says, "Oh, it's been very exciting. I always figured heroes and adventurers lived lives of constant excitement."
Isn't that the truth? It's not
Yeah,
just
it's exciting.
not just adventures and heroes. Honestly, I think you'll find that most travelers who wander the world end up like this in one way or another.
It takes you a second to realize through the crackling of the fire, Evoca, but Louise's hands are blistered and kind of haphazardly tossed. Underneath one of the wagons is a hatchet.
Did you cut the wood yourself?
Oh, heavens no, why would I do that? She's lying.
Yeah, I
Well,
you need to wear gloves next time.
You can always ask for help, you know. She Fufumi flexes a little bit. She's like,
She
I know how to do
looks
it.
down into the fire and sort of at her feet and says, all right, you got me. I figured I could do something to help out.
It just
Tick
takes
is-
practice.
Yeah, Tick looks unamused. And sat next to her.
Seika's gonna hold her hand out to Louise and gesture.
She
Let me-
offers the hand.
Yeah, and as the party converse, Seika will use healing magic on her hands.
Is Tick still orbular, or is he not orbular currently? Does he still have the funny hat?
He's wearing that hat pretty constantly.
It's an important
He's
part of
ball
his...
shaped.
It's an important part of his shape.
Just checking something.
It'll build up calluses eventually, but until then, it's important to treat any blisters or injuries, or it's only gonna slow you down. And very painful.
I suppose.
Listen.
Silver spoon and all that, I figured I'd do something note to help with you guys.
You know, I actually wanted to ask at some point. What was growing up like that like? I've only ever known. I grew up in a monastery.
Before my father died, I mostly just watched over his shoulder while he did his work. My mother disappeared when she was young. Or, well, when I was young, excuse me. There was a falling out, as far as I remember, something about one of the maids. And then she disappeared. I never really figured out what it was, but my father mostly did his work in his office. I was surrounded by house servants who tended to everything except...
You end up knowing the servants more than your family.
Yes, and also I wanted to know what happened with my mother. And from there, I suppose that's where the love of adventure came from. I knew I could never qualify for something like that. That's crazy.
Well, you're doing it right now.
You're doing a good job, honestly.
Esternia just gives a polite nod.
It's easy to get lost in books and stories about things outside the walls.
The only thing that I can remember, before my father died, was there was a redheaded maid he doted on a lot. And then she disappeared too. Something about keeping up appearances was the last thing I heard of her.
Hmm.
And then it wasn't it was about a year after that, he went on an expedition and died. And I was left in charge of everything as his sole inheritor.
What did he go on an expedition for?
Something about a cave along a river. He had a bunch of bodyguards with him. If I'm not too mistaken, it shouldn't be too far from here, closer to the mountain ridge. But I'd never bothered to. Well, I wouldn't have called you to stop.
If we're in
Is
the
it
area,
how-
we
is
could
it-
stop by.
If it's on the way, I don't
Well,
see
we've
a
already
problem. Oh. Well,
Well,
we
we're
have to
gonna
go
be
back that way anyway when we're done.
Yeah.
Or we... Though I am curious.
I mean, if the diversion would settle any lingering thoughts or grant you peace of mind, then I don't see why not.
We go
I am
we'll
actually
get
very
regulations in
curious.
this.
She turns to the rest of you. Do you think we could make that diversion? Like, where are we going?
I mean,
Like,
honestly,
we're kind of
don't
to the
really-
east, yeah?
We're
I
sort
have
of
been
wandering
wondering
through-
where you were leading us. Tick just turns to look at her. Like, what do you mean?
Wait, this wasn't on the
What?
plans?
This wasn't the plan?
Wait, why exactly were we heading to the Mox Tree of Life specifically? Out of character, I'm asking this.
I think...
Right, so
Or is it just here?
It's just here. I think... Oh, sorry.
So the reason we are heading this way, not necessarily to the Mox Tree of Life, we were heading to the southern edge of the Heartlands because the Ash Giant, who provided valuable information to us and is willing to help us, is injured or sick. I can't remember specifically which, and he
All of those.
recognized that the curative to his problem is in this area of the Heartlands.
Yeah, we're going here as part of a deal.
Yeah, we help him, he helps us. He seems to know quite a bit about the Heartlands. And, we are kind of groping around blindly here. Like, we're just going off of hearsay from hunters and other rumours that we can get from other travellers we run into. Now that the Mox Tree of Life is probably the largest settlement in the Heartlands, that isn't, like, further west, it'd be useful to hit them up to kind of, like, cross-check any information we got from that village we passed through. And any further information they can provide.
Maybe we can hire some level 13 town guards to deal with the dragon.
By the way, how many more days do we have left until the dragon shows up? Is it tomorrow?
I was gonna say this earlier, but aren't we outside of its, like, roaming area right now?
It's a dragon, so I'm not sure about that.
Well, the villagers mentioned it doesn't go past the river, right? Misremembering?
I think, no, if I remember correctly from when you told me, Cisternia, the dragon doesn't leave the Heartlands.
Oh, that's a significant.
He hasn't crossed over the cliffs, otherwise we would have heard of him before now.
Yeah, the Heartland's a larger area than what I was thinking of.
Dragons do tend to be rather attentive to the idea of territory, and even if the Brush Flame Dragon has gone insane, beyond the mountain range is its territory. I don't think that juvenile whelp is of any mind to head over there despite its voice, its posturing and boasting.
Probably doesn't feel ready to challenge him directly yet.
Pepper leans back with her hands behind her head, and just bluntly asks, "How long are we going to keep humoring that brat?"
I think until we're in a position to do something about it, right?
We can't
Unfortunately,
really defend
we were-
ourselves against that.
Yeah,
I don't think we would have won.
Yeah, its flight of wyverns alone would cause us too much trouble. If it's even as remotely as intelligent as it claims, it could harry us at every step of our journey.
No. If we ever got him alone, maybe we could teach him a lesson.
And it seems to it might know something about where the star's located, given what it lets slip.
Trust me, if it knew where it was, do you think it would A, tell us, and B, not keep it to itself?
No, it didn't know about the star, but it mentioned something about I believe it was a lair of another dragon, which seems to have displayed effects similar to what we understand the stars to do. It likely doesn't even understand or know that the stars exist, but it mentioned the effects we've come to recognize them for. So if we can find out where that is, and as loath as I am to admit it, dragons do help keep order in the surrounding areas. The dragon might be petulant, but it can learn. And frankly, we shouldn't turn our nose up at any possible ally regarding the metallic incursion we're dealing with.
Times are just pretty dire. I agree. I do think it's frustrating that he was able to just kind of roll over us.
That was the second time that week I went rollover.
Sternia nods. I agree. However, dragon slaying isn't exactly in my skill set. And frankly, I believe we're a bit outnumbered when it comes to them.
We'll have to assess the situation, see what he sends after us.
It's likely that any wyverns aren't exactly known to be smart to begin with. So any they send after us, given the range at which the dragon's operating, it's unlikely that they'll turn up personally to claim their toll, as it were.
He might still.
And
he has an ego to feed. So sorry, go ahead.
And given what the village folk said, the wyverns seem to leave groups larger than a certain size alone. So, while we're in the area of the Tree of Life, we might be left alone. And we can always hire part of the Kinna Warband when we pass back through the village as we ford back across the river. And frankly, the representatives from the House of War might appreciate the reinforcements when we do find them.
If we find them.
Sure we will. I personally believe that we will find it one way or another. So I personally am not even going to entertain the if, or it's a more of a win.
Honestly, we don't really have any particular timeline. It's not like we have to be back by a specific time. As long as we don't waste our time.
Still, though, a dragon. It'd be something to even mention. We met one. Says Louise. I'm of the opinion, as she says, we see what they do first when they eventually come to bother us. And, if push comes to shove, you give them what for? You could do that after all. Right?
Easier said than done.
I feel confident that we can take down 3, maybe 4 wyverns, but the entire flight?
I don't think they'll send the entire flight. Just some. After all, they're what, toll? Yeah, they're working for tolls.
If we're targeting the actual dragon, we should be alert for the entire flight to attack us in response, but if only Drake's comes to collect the toll and not the dragon himself, it might not be wise, but we could always just deal with the dragon's underlings and reduce the total threat.
But if we do that, we're tipping our hand
Yes.
against the dragon.
That's the risk.
It really depends how many he sends, and if we feel like we can take them. I'm of a mind that if he's intelligent in any way, if we take care of enough of his flight, he will just leave us alone out of fear.
Unfortunately, it's hard to know exactly how many underlings
Oh, one second.
he has.
Do that.
I suspect the ones we saw right there with all of them.
One way to find out.
True.
Was it just
And while-
wyverns in him, or did he have something else? I forget.
There were a bunch
It
of
was
different
just-
drakes.
Well, with Stony's help, I've been brushing up on my Rusty Dracan. So if they do turn up next time, I might be able to give them the verbal what for.
Mm-hmm.
I
Do you
suppose.
think do you think if we posture enough, we could turn his allies against him? I mean, he is just a young dragon after all.
But he is a dragon. Unless you can whip up a convincing disguise, it might be hard to pull the wyverns away from their leader. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there's a somewhat subservient nature to them.
That would probably be a Arcana check to figure out how the dragons are likely to act, right, Kents?
Yeah.
Oh, good thing I have a +0 Arcana.
Oh,
I'll roll it.
What? I mean, for baseline dragons are arcane, but it doesn't really make sense in the remaster. Are those drakes arcane?
So in Anon, at the very least, dragons are still very arcane in nature because they are just a magic thing.
Yeah, but
If
how
that
about
makes any
drakes?
sense. Yeah, drakes are still dragons. They're just
Okay.
lesser dragons.
Because sometimes drakes are considered like animals or dragon traits. That's why I ask.
Pulled Fumi to the left.
Yoink.
Ooh.
Evil Fumi. Maybe we could get our money back.
Yeah. The whole tangled thing.
Well, if it's money, yeah, if it's only money they're after, the best, yeah, if you don't think you can handle it, at the very least, just pay them off, I guess.
It's not.
Right.
It's not an unmanageable amount of money, but it is kind of annoying.
I'm fine paying him off at least for a little bit longer, but if he's going to be haranguing us every week until we run out of money, then we need to have a second solution to the problem.
I'm out of cash, so I can't really help in that regard.
How are you out? You didn't pay.
It's because I bought this wand of house, and then we got a house.
Fumi says he's
And I
gonna
look
have
at the
some
wand, and
eyes.
I apply my jester's makeup.
I imagine you're using the wand as like a stick over the fire to like roast a marshmallow.
So Nova, clearly, what you do is just replace the wand of clownish curse.
She like looks at it. I spent like 300 gold, 60 gold pieces on this.
You can put a house inside the house.
It was all of my money, and it became completely useless immediately.
This is why Tank made this spell uncommon in Sanctum.
If only I had known.
If only you had
Like-
known.
She like chuckles lightly.
Oh, I'm sure you
I'm
could-
sure it'll be useful later.
I'm sure eventually you'll need a house.
Regardless, I don't think we should set any plan into stone simply because we don't know how the dragon and its cohorts are going to act. And there's
No, it's more talking about possibilities, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You hear a voice from further away.
Oh my god, Toll says learn to talk.
What? What?
Impossible.
Did I hear something about a dragon?
Is it the ash
Does
giant
it-
speaking, Cats?
It's someone to the east, I think.
Second?
I believe we may have a visitor.
And a figure emerges from behind one of the wagons.
It's an even bigger dragon.
It's an even smaller dragon.
I apologize. For eavesdropping.
Oh, that it was down there.
Yeah, a sec.
Whoa.
Who?
Harry immediately stand up and draw a one weapon defensive stance.
You
Who's
know.
there?
Hello. They take a bow. Here, let me just show players.
People just
But do you
waltzing
actually see them?
in?
Because I don't.
Why
They
was
are
it that
down on the
image?
left. Don't worry about
Well,
it.
why was it that, Fumi?
Don't worry about it.
I want to worry about it.
Apologies. I am but a humble wandering merchant. And I heard something about dragons, and I figured I'd make myself known. My name is Zhu Xiaolong. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Every one of you.
Hello there.
This gentleman appears to be a hume, about 5'10"
I don't know.
in height.
I don't know about you.
Are they a Cambion?
You say, I'm a human merchant, they say out loud with a tail and horns.
No, they do not profess themselves as a hume, but
Oh, okay.
the facial structure is very hume-like.
Yeah.
You'd call Hanny a hume.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Or Luis, right?
Yeah.
They'd still fall into that category.
If anybody would like to properly identify what this person is, they could give me a... Recall knowledge wouldn't work because of the type of actor I'm using. Well, targeting them with recall knowledge wouldn't work. You could just give me a straight recall knowledge.
Is it gonna be local? Not local.
Sure.
Whatchamacallit?
You're just going to use the recall knowledge macro.
Oh, okay, fine. Fine with me.
Don't target anything.
So, Replica, you would know if you knew anything about the Outer Planes.
Stop.
I don't think I really
Just
do.
checking dice roll results. Alright. Everybody except Revica and I assume Hannian.
Well, I made a check, but I don't think I would know.
Yeah, I assume you don't have religion, Mr. Hannian.
I mean,
Oh, you do?
I do have religion. I just went for
Okay.
society for that one.
This,
My
is a
religion
hellspawn.
too high.
Oh.
or a Cambion, or a Tiefling. Very specifically, you could tell because of the more draconic nature of this person, without them having wings or other identifiable dragon traits. This is a greed hellspawn.
Ooh.
With a fluffy backed tail, almost like a mane, matching their hair.
Like a crest of hair, or like at the tip?
Yeah. It is like a it's a line of hair that goes down the
Yeah,
length
it's
of the
like
tail.
the back of a zebra.
Sort of, yeah. They take a seat on a chair that wasn't there before.
Can we help you?
Yes, I figured I'd make a deal. After all, that's you're planning on dealing with the dragon, correct?
I mean, yeah. I don't really want to kill him though. He's
that the word you used for
annoying.
me?
Well, we might be dealing with the dragon or making a deal with the dragon.
We have been
And-
dealing with a dragon.
We've been dealing with
Yes,
him. I
and-
just
In all meanings of the word, we are dealing with a dragon. What interest does this have with you?
Well, there's two dragons roaming around here. Both of them happen to have very large hordes, and I'd be interested in getting a piece of them.
Well,
By two.
we've only encountered the one. A young. Was it a blue dragon?
Yeah, I don't know what kind of
Fortune-
dragon it was. It depends on
Fortune
that.
dragon.
It was a fortune dragon.
It was a green. It was a green fortune.
Okay. Well, a rather juvenile green dragon who accosted us north of the river. Can't say we've run into the other yet, although I imagine we'll soon have the displeasure.
Unless
But for-
she's talking about, you know.
Well, there's the very large one that seems to be made of plates of metal as well.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That one.
Yeah. That one.
Yes, well, I guess then we're familiar with both dragons.
Excellent. That. Well,
I was naively under the assumption that the Bush Flame Dragon would remain around its end of Rochelle, given its current state.
well, I do have information on that. However, you'd have to buy something, of course.
Well, if I imagine you're a very capable merchant, wandering alone here as you are, sir. I'm sure you'll capably be able to provide something we want to buy.
Yes, in fact. And he kicks his heel against the bottom of the seat that he's against, and what appears to be a small imp-like creature emerges from underneath with a large pack that it unloads into what appears to be a storefront.
Some manner of foul beast.
What are imps like in this setting? Like,
Well, it's an imp-like being.
What is your mental image of an imp?
Yeah.
We
Imagine
all-
one
we
of
all say it
those, but
differently.
about as tall as Pepper.
Oh
Oh
god.
my god.
Oh my god. Fumi, why can't your spirits do that?
Should I put her? I don't really. I direct them. I don't control what they do.
There's a
What?
There's a difference between summoned spirits and a contracted individual.
Yes, but I am. At some point, I expect Fumi's spirits will unionize and discover capitalism.
That's a horrible fate.
What do you mean? Slayer already knows about capitalism. He has his own 401k.
We all turn, and in the corner of the camp, they're playing poker with Fumi's money.
They're playing with the copper pieces.
Mysterious.
They're over there playing poker.
Yeah, they're over there playing poker. So, I suppose. He just kind of taps his chin.
You were making an offer?
Yes, please check my wares.
Hold on, let me double click this.
Uh.
individual. I see. I see.
I see.
There are things in here. First off, we have a Dragonbane axe. That's quite relevant. It's a climbing weapon. Well, well. Vad är också Balder? Wow, vad är också?
So obviously, it's far out of our budget. But what is the benefit of Dragonhide armor again?
Dragonhide armor, if I need to look it up again, because I always need to look it up again.
I believe it grants you a resistance to the dragon's damage type, and the item itself is immune to the damage type, but which is rarely important.
Yeah.
Bonus to saves too, right?
This does. Where does it say this?
+1 circumstance bonus to your AC and saving throws against attacks and spells that deal the corresponding damage type.
That's pretty good.
Yep. This is Dragonhide armor of force. Or it's an arcane Dragonhide armor.
Having +1 against force for AC isn't very useful, but there's a whole bunch of saving throws that are force related. The Spell Striker staff is obviously good just for giving you a bunch of casts of Sure Strike and Telekinetic Maneuver. That's like the good reliable spells.
It would be useful, but so
It also can. It's also one of the very few staves that have a property rune. In this case, shifting.
that would be
I
very,
have a
very
question.
useful for me, but it is outside of my budget. I only have
I have
60
a
gold.
question.
Hmm.
Who's the contract with?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
I would like to know.
Weather boy.
Other boy.
The pact of the herald and the host. You exchange your voice for the authority and breath of your bound dragon. Your voice echoes with the dragon's idiosyncrasies. You can cast Fears, a night spell once per day. Presumably rank 1 Fear, so it's not a huge deal. Once per day, from any distance, the dragon can take control of your voice and insult people. Which can definitely cause a political incident and can be pretty funny.
This contract was signed in advance by a dragon from the Kasaiga region, an underworld dragon. In case you ever wanted to breathe fire, of course. Ishu gives you a wry smile.
It is tempting.
I mean,
You just burned the food.
You know,
Pepper, do you
I
like out of character? I am looking at Pepper like that's like a ranged thing you could do.
It is very tempting.
I'm
Just-
getting distracted by the fact that the breath weapon has both a once per day frequency and a 1d4 round cooldown.
That is probably a coding error. It is the 1d4 cooldown in Dracodex.
Oh, if it's 1d4, then that's very good.
No, it's extremely powerful.
Does the contract count as an invested magical item? Because that's a problem
Yes.
if it is.
Yes,
It does.
Okay.
In fact, I believe, from my reading of the rules, it's permanently invested.
Yeah, contract.
Oh, like an implant?
Contracts like grafts and magic tattoos, more or less permanently eat your investment slot.
Specifically, these dragon contracts. They have some. You can get out of them if there's like a mutual agreement.
I need to take a break from them. I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
What do you want, Bo?
Yeah, you can get out of them if they're a mutual agreement, but otherwise they're exceptionally difficult to get out of. Actually,
And hold on, I need to
I'm,
feed my horrendous beast, so I'll be a bee. Okay, Bowman, what do you want, huh?
I want this, but at the same time,
Okay.
I need my money for things.
let's see. To invoke a dragon pact, both the mortal and the dragon must agree on terms and conditions. The pact remains effective so long as both parties uphold the agreement. If either party breaks the pact, both parties lose all benefits and suffer the calamity. Dragon pacts only end if both the dragon and the mortal parties are slain by their enemies or if one of the parties dies to protect the other. So they're a little spicy, is how I describe them. They're a little risky sometimes.
What can you tell me about underworld dragons?
They're alchemists.
I do like alchemy.
They used to be pretty fucked up, but not as much anymore. The claws of an underworld dragon are infused with adamantine.
Perhaps one day too.
They do politics. They collect magic items, and they're really big into alchemy.
I feel like this won't be the worst, the worst thing ever, depending on what the terms and conditions are.
In exchange, you get a quick recharging, decent. Like the damage on it is pretty damn good, and it is a one action filler.
I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to buy this.
You
so
are.
I can
What
sign a
level are you
contract.
again? We're level 7, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That's 7d6.
That's 76 for one action every few rounds.
Oh my god. Okay.
And that would be in a, because it's an underworld dragon, I think it would be in a burst.
Before, I'll have a question about the dragon when Katz gets back.
Basically, it's a one-action fireball every d4 rounds.
I return.
I
Welcome
also
back.
return.
Okay.
So-
Circa's going to ask.
Yep.
Or rather, she's not going to ask. What does Circa know about dragons from Kisega?
Yes.
That would be a roll. Because there's a lot of dragons in Kasega.
Or since I presume with this pact we don't know,
You don't
like
know the
Circa-
exact name of the dragon.
but Circa's trying to figure out the potential idiosyncrasies because when you make these pacts, you're agreeing to something, and I imagine whoever makes this pact isn't going to know the full deal.
Correct.
It has to be mutually agreed terms.
Well, given that this merchant is selling some events, also I will. Can I spend a hero point and keep higher on this roll?
Go ahead.
Okay.
While Nyx rolls, I just wanted to make the comment that the risk involved with a pact with the Herald and the Host really depends on the dragon you're talking about, because if it's like one of the more serious dragons, then it's probably a fine. But if you make this pact like a mocking dragon or a wailing dragon, there's just a random chance that once per day you start screaming intelligibly for 10 minutes or just yelling slurs at random because the
And
dragon
we know
is
it's
trolling you.
we know it's an underworld dragon.
Yeah, because I was saying it's depends on the dragon. In this case, it's a smarter dragon because I believe underworld dragons are alchemists.
I do think the funniest thing you can do is just make sure you have a silence scroll on you or like a silence spell to place on yourself the moment it starts taking over.
I have made the rolls.
So, Seika, you know of dragons in Kasega. However, you have not met any individually. You know that they are very haughty individuals, though.
That is Seika's general impression of dragons from
Yep.
her upbringing.
Typically very self-absorbed. But you also know, innately, that underworld dragons are typically more interested in their work than they are in keeping up appearances.
So, to my understanding, a pact with an underworld dragon would be the person receiving the pact is going to be used to benefit whatever particular hyperfixation the underworld dragon has with like whatever project or goal they're working towards.
Zhu folds her legs and says, to be particular, this individual, a Li Rin, he says as he reads over the contract, has been contractually bound to when the time strikes to loudly advertise for my business.
Wait, say again.
Once a day, you need to loudly proclaim, well, once per day, the contracted dragon, by the name of Li Rin, has been told to loudly proclaim advertisement for my business.
It's a fucking YouTube sponsor.
I am sponsored by.
Here for time for your daily 10-minute ad read. Have you heard of Zhu Caolong and her wonderful business of X-Ray?
If I may
remember
ask,
Lee Rim.
And of course, like any YouTube sponsorship, it has to be mostly lies.
Raid Shadow.
if I might, if I might ask, how did you get one over on the dragon exactly? Leveraging them in to use the pact in such a way is ingenious, if a bit unorthodox.
Simple, really. He owed me about 6,000 gold.
Hmm.
And is still paying interest.
That'll do it.
Well,
Something about
Oh,
a mechanized suit of armor.
did it ever get finished?
Hell if I know.
I heard rumors in the wind that he was killed by a bunch of weird women and a twink in the swamp.
Obviously, that would never happen.
Still,
But that might
if
be
you're
stupid.
dealing with dragons in such valuable deals back at the Hutland, you have a far afield. What brings you to the Heartland here?
No.
Dealing in person, no less.
As you gestures off in the distance, and he says, "There's lots of wealth to be made, provided you're willing to make the trap. I myself am a firm believer of this. As explorers and adventurers such as yourself, I'm sure you understand this concept as well. Especially considering the jangling in your pockets and the various valuables that you keep within.
Wait, do my pockets jangle?
Yes.
Oh.
Believe me, one of my kind would be able to tell how much you own with a glance.
I have no doubt.
Without cheating, cats, how much does Revica own?
Well, that's easy. You own about 2,996 gold and 37 copper pieces.
Makes you think.
He's a cheater.
Well, that's just a special skill.
Actually, I cast Approximate about 14 different times before I approached you.
That seems incredibly wasteful.
It's a cantrip.
A waste of time.
Yes, but it does make a good party trick.
He does have us there. Or she? I can't tell what's a boy or a girl.
Cass was saying he. But
Yeah, I
Well-
thought he said he. It's just like that, you know.
I see cleavage.
maybe
Yeah.
maybe he's just very pretty.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe,
Like the one character, the blind guy we were watching. Played by
maybe,
Hyman.
maybe it just depends on how they're feeling during the day.
It's true.
True.
You can never quite tell with demons and the like. Now, Seika's going to turn to Pepper. The pack does seem to be from one of the less capricious demons, from less capricious dragons from Kisega, so it's entirely on you.
I think it's probably worth it then.
You can give it a read if you'd like. And Zhu hands you the contract, and it's written entirely in Spanish.
Oh,
The hell is it Spanish?
1 second. It doesn't matter what it's written in.
you've got your-
I prepared for this. Hold on, where is it?
Also, while they're rummaging in their inventory for the special glasses or whatever, I probably won't get spell strike stuff because I realised the activation is specifically spell strike.
Boop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh right, I can't even use that.
Yeah, the activation is a bonus. It didn't also used as generally good spells in it.
Alright?
My main thought was having it as a weapon for when I am marshalling.
Yeah, I activate my conundrum spectacles, and I can read it. So, what does it say? Give me a roundabout.
So you can read Searson right now. And it is written very much, yes, you must do an ad read about once per day, using the dragon's voice. And your limitation with this contract is to advance in alchemical research and purchase well, and sell such advancements to Xiaolong.
What does that entail exactly?
Oh, it's
I-
a fucking. It's a market exclusivity contract.
Basically.
Don't sell your alchemist stuff to other people. Sell them to this person.
Sure. I am developing my funny purple pepper thingy. It's that will be done eventually.
Pepper a spice head.
She is a spice head. She loves spices.
Oh my god, she's gonna work for Pucker Buck Company.
So many spices. Ugh.
Pepper turns her nose at British food.
What are the British?
Yeah, what the hell's a British?
Oh, they're the neighboring country.
All right,
from-
Spanish man.
Universal constant, the British food.
So, here's the thing about Anon in cuisine. The British, there is no British equivalent in the world of cuisine. Remember that Karoon is like Italian and French, but it is the closest equivalent to actual Britain in the setting.
Is there no place
It's
that has
called British
that has
food.
bland food?
It's called British food because it makes you brittle-ish.
Oh my god, Nova, shut up.
So basically, you are going to have to seek out Zhu Xiaolong when you attempt to sell any alchemical items.
I can do that. I mean, like, I'm going to have to eventually return to Kasega anyways. That's where I'm from.
If there's no British food, there's no
The merchant
British
is
food
Zhu
in the world,
Xiaolong.
is it?
Oh, Zhurlong specifically. Oh, okay. I thought I thought to go for the dragon. Okay, no, I can do that. Do you just wander around, or do I have to find you in a specific location? She says, looking up at the contract while adjusting her glasses.
With this contract in person, I can find you out.
Fair enough. I
would have had another contract, however, if the Games Master didn't write that one up, that allows you to call upon me once a week.
I wonder where Cat's got that one from.
However, the other stipulation of that would be that you can no longer work with any other wandering merchants, and I feel as though that would cause some problems.
It probably would cause problems.
You hear some quiet sobbing in the distance.
Yes, I imagine a contract like that would cause consternation in the adventurers guilds.
What's an adventurer's guild?
Oh, you know.
Who are you?
Huh?
What?
It's an idea someone will have eventually and invent and make lots of money out of it.
Ju taps her clawed glove to her chin. I suppose that makes sense.
Being the middleman is usually quite profitable.
It does sound quite profitable. Her eyes scan over the camp to Louise and just kind of walks on for a second before flicking back to you.
I smell the I smell the blood of a noble.
I smelled the blood of competition.
Yeah, I'll take the contract. I can do an ad read. It's
Does
practically-
the ad reading require an audience?
I hope it doesn't require
Sure
an
you-
audience.
Well,
Well, you don't choose when it happens. The dragon does.
yeah, the dragon does.
That's true.
And the dragon has no
hopefully-
idea what's going on with you at any
It
given
just
moment.
happens at random.
That's so funny because I was prepared to like go to town squares and become a crier for 10 minutes.
I have an important question.
Hmm?
Due to the difference in... Okay, first of all, this is a can of worms. How does time work and time zones work in Anon? What is the time in relation to the dragon to where Pepper is? Because what happens when the dragon initiates the contract while Pepper is asleep?
So here's the thing, Fry.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
And
so
Most
the main
dragons are
question
immune to
is-
sleep
A
effects.
quicker answer
I
you
know.
could give is that the sun is pretty close by and directly off, so there are no time zones. The sun
It's
is-
Yeah,
con-
time zones are a bit weird when your planet is a ball.
So then the main question is, what happens to Pepper when the contract initiates in the middle of the night while she's asleep?
Funny.
Just don't
Typically
share a
fine.
bedroom with her.
Yeah, I guess I can handle that.
Have you ever fallen asleep with YouTube on?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're gonna say. Yeah.
The exact. You either sleep through the commercial or you wake up. You wake up and press skip by putting your hand over her
No,
mouth.
no. What happens? It's when you wake up at 3 a.m. and you hear fucking, what is it, George Lopez, his show coming on.
The lowrider starts playing in the
Lowrider starts playing.
Well, if my
Oh.
companions entering the contract, you don't have to be also selling a gag.
Wait, what did you say?
Buy a gag.
I'm asking if they also happen to be selling a gag at the same time because it would be rather inconvenient if this was to come up during, say, a diplomatic.
Do I
talk.
look like a lustborn?
You know what? You know what?
No,
the-
you-
the actual
no, you
expert
look
is
like some-
selling a wand of silence.
You look like someone who can smell profit. And I hear amongst merchants that after sales are quite popular.
Fair.
Actually, wait a minute. Thinking. I need to check if there's a common item that is just a gag that's like level 3 or lower.
Well, there's like a collar. That's sort of that.
And she reaches into the sleeve of her robe and pulls out a wand. And places
Yo.
it on the show. Yeah.
The wand of silence.
Oh, that is. Oh
Very
gosh.
expensive.
It's called the ad skipper.
Does normal silence just work on a... Oh, yeah, hold on. No, that should just be a rank 2 one. Never mind.
We went over this yesterday, cats.
It wasn't yesterday for me.
Silence
There we go. Much better.
Is a ally. It's a buff spell, technically.
Who will be able to use that one though in the party?
It's a divine spell, so I'd be able to use it.
All right.
Fumi and Revica. Christ. Fumi and
Divine
Seika.
and occult.
All right, Fumi is an occult.
Silence not arcane?
Nope.
No,
Fucked up.
it's one of the
Arcane
few big
can't
spells
have
they
everything.
don't get.
Silence isn't arcane because the arcane casters get the silent spell as a feat instead.
So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and
What?
buy the Pact of the Herald and Host.
Okay. You are handed the contract, and you are told to sign it with
Okay.
a particular barbed quill that pricks your finger to make your blood the ink.
Very fun. Yeah, I go ahead and do so, and boop.
All right.
I still find it really messed up. This is in character that you have to buy a contract that you end up having to generate more income for the dragon by being a barker once a day.
It's got a
So
benefit.
normally contracts are free.
Yeah, she's selling
this
the
is-
contract. The contract was already
Yeah,
written.
yeah, she is selling you the contract because normally contracts with more powerful beings are just free because you're paying the price as part of the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking something.
And we're gonna
Me
take
looking
our
back
flipper.
and forth, I will also say some contracts, just depending on what they like. In some infernal contracts, like there are some contracts that genuinely do have a price attached to them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Uh,
the price can just be part of the contract.
But also, Fumi certainly knows a lot about infernal contracts.
It's true. She is, after all,
Thanks,
the devil.
Mike. Yeah.
I'm actually just trying to figure out if I actually want to buy this one of silence or not.
reaches next to her on the ground and pulls up a small metal flask and takes a sip from it. So one of you gets fire breath. Is anybody else buying anything?
If I had gold to spend,
Well, I can buy things off of you as well.
if I had things to sell.
So do I choose if it's a cone or a line, or is it just shows
It's
as
It's a
based on
cone.
the dragon.
Yep.
Okay.
So it says, based on your Draconic Exemplar... Oh, I'm having some trouble loading menus.
Yeah, basically, what that means
if
is
you-
it's a single item that varies between all the dragons. Is what that means.
Yeah, your Draconic Benefactor. The Underworld Dragon gives you a cone of fire.
It's weird because it doesn't have a cone breath weapon.
It used to be
It's
a
for, like,
burst.
dragon blood and such.
Does anyone have shield block as a feat?
I mean, yeah, yeah, I do.
Hanian does.
Has Hanian ever
This is
used a
second
shield?
part infinite.
No, because I normally am dual wielding. I can shield block though. But
Is that the right price for that staff? Hold on.
yeah, it looks right.
No, the Hieromancer's staff.
Oh,
So do I just like push the funny button and then it just what? What? I don't know why it's hidden.
what button did you?
Oh, yeah,
click?
no, that should be like 230 GP. Hold on.
Let's try again.
What button were you clicking? Where? Oh, I see.
That's
It
better.
should be typed though. We can fix that, I think, somehow.
But no,
Oh.
I'm unlikely to use a shield.
Yeah, because you're
Um,
wanting
a
to
weapon man.
juggle dual wielding. Then honestly, we could just sell the Energized Shield and the Hieromancer Staff, since it now has fixed gold value.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that had no fixed value. Oh well.
The Dragonbane boarding axe is potentially valuable, but I'm unsure.
And you said you're also selling the Energized Shield?
Yeah, I mean, it was there originally when I was going to play Mystic, which would have had shield block, but now the only person who can use it is Hanian for the actual
Yeah, because you
action.
need to spend a feat to get shield block.
Okay. Boop. And you are granted 312 gold pieces.
Money is cool.
Big fan of money, personally.
Honestly, go for more money.
Hmm.
You got your mind on your money?
What do people think? Is the Wand of Silence worth it?
I think silence is a good spell to have. You can combine.
Just in general.
You can combine it with invisibility, especially on a like if Pepper gets an invisibility rune armor. That can be combined with the silence spell to like or the, like if you get silence plus rank for invisibility, that is like disappearance 4 ranks early.
It's also if you can get. I mean, it's not rank 4 silence, so it doesn't have the area effect, but it does silence a
Yeah,
target.
if it's rank 4
Second-
silence, it becomes a area control, like very powerful.
Sure, I will. I'm gonna buy it out of the. I was gonna buy it out of the party stash.
I'd like to
Well, I
sell
have the
some
gold.
things just so I can buy some water ball.
I'm gonna sell her this because it's well past its use by that. And then I'm gonna buy the Wand of Silence.
Okay.
You never use
Wand of
it.
500 toads.
It's not a good spell.
So many.
It's
But
It's funny.
So funny though.
Pepper casts Wand of 500 toasts and then opens her mouth.
Don't
Just
say
all of them
that.
pop in and it's free food. It's like the Simpsons donut thing.
No,
And
don't,
yeah,
don't
if you put it
say
in the
that.
party stash, Air.
Yeah,
I
I'll
can
do that
put
right
it
now.
for you.
You know, I never noticed how good the owl screech egg is.
It's really good.
Put a couple more of those in there.
I mean, it's one of those things. That's one of the things you can make with alchemical cooking kit, isn't it?
I don't think it's cooking, but yeah.
The old one was. I don't believe this one is. No, this is cooked.
It is?
I'm pretty sure this is alchemical food. I mean, you can check if you open it. It should have a clickable.
Hold on, let's see.
I don't use hand wraps of mighty blows anymore.
Yeah, this is alchemical food. In fact, if you wanted to buy that, you
Why
could.
do I even
Pepper,
have this?
and you could learn how it works.
Ooh.
I
Is
think
that
that's
the-
a remnant of you being an Eldamon trainer, Nova.
Yeah. Okay. I don't need that then.
Let me double check and see if it's something I want right this second.
Oh, Air. What you're supposed to do
Yeah.
is grab the Draconic Benefactor feature if you search it up, and select Underworld.
Okay, hold on. Let me figure that out.
I will say though on the topic of the staff cats when we get around to making Seika's personal staff.
Mhm.
Yeah, having like a shifting rune or something would be really, really useful.
Well, if you find a shifting room,
Yeah,
smile,
smile.
smile,
Well,
smile.
I'm still
Smile.
I'm still probably not going to hand or tackle a personal staff until maybe we hit like level 10 or so. Just
To have access to good spells.
yeah, because otherwise it's going to be a case of constantly having to like remake it.
Understandable.
But here's a funny thing I can do with the silence spell. Hey, look what I have.
Yeah, there you
Comedy.
go.
there I go. I guess I have it.
Yeah, because the subtle trait makes it so that you can cast while silenced. So
Mhm.
you can do the invisibility thing yourself.
Okay. And then I want to buy water bombs.
Let me just put this back in my inventory and then
Wow,
reinvest
Fry,
it.
look, it's an ice gun.
Water bombs.
Wham.
Yeah, Zhu taps her chin. Aren't those uncommon?
It's over.
It's okay, I've got plenty.
How does she make them?
She
Dun.
looks over to her little imp-like creature that's currently
It's just
draining one of your
drooling into-
water
it's just-
skins.
It's just holding a bag on its mouth and drooling into it slowly.
No, it's currently leaking one of your water skins.
Yeah, 10 water bombs is what I was after.
Moderate, lesser, what?
Lesser. They're 3 GP each. They're cheap as fuck.
Oh, sorry, darling, I only have moderates.
I'm going... Katz doesn't want me to have money. He wants me to do that
Sure.
thing that happened in Maelstrom where we kept selling and buying shit and no one had any wealth anymore.
He wants you to perish for your sins.
So I have it set up so it should just do it now? Question mark.
Yep, there you go. I mean, it's just a easily exploded rubber
Yes.
water skin.
Very cool.
They'll be very useful.
Hey,
You never know. Someone might catch on fire. I might need to... Looks at what I had to do with the teleport. Do that.
So I don't know what kind of access to equipment you have, but you wouldn't happen to be able to sell a wayfinder, would you?
She looks at you. She squints. What's a wayfinder?
Are you a cop?
I saw it in a book. It's a fancy.
Are you?
Are you a
I
cop?
believe you mean an Aeon resonator, my friend.
I saw it. I don't know. I saw it in a book. I couldn't read the text, but I saw the name of it. It was a very fancy compass, and it has something to do with this. And and it will jingle this necklace with an Aeon stone.
All right. Hold on, one moment.
Oh god, my hair ties got stuck inside my ponytail. Ah!
You fool.
Do you have any other special requests, or do I need to start upcharging?
I can't think of anything. Whistles.
No, I can't think of anything either.
She's got an Aeon resonator for you, Tank.
Oh, I figured it was not going to be available now. Of rescue, huh?
Pretty useful.
That's pretty good. I will purchase such a thing. Bloop.
I bought a gun.
You have
Why?
a gun.
Pepper,
Oh, I
don't forget to
bought
buy an
another gun.
Owl Screech egg if you'd like to learn how to make that. 'cause
Pepper
it
is
was
in
out of-
here!
Oh, right.
Yeah, I got trapped in a, what's the word?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy it, but I need the BRB afterwards.
Okay.
I got trapped in an industrial thresher machine by her ponytail and got dragged in and turned into dog food. Very sad.
We're going to
Well,
attempt to learn this recipe at some point.
We've got plenty of time.
I forget, do I use up the item if I fail? I don't think I do. I've only learned recipes by, learning the recipe. I've never done it via the item before.
Well, you can buy formulas, yeah.
Yeah, but who knows when I'm going to learn the formula for Owl Screech Egg,
You can ask her
Oh,
for
that's
I think-
part of crafting.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can make one out of an item, or you can buy the formula yourself.
I believe making. You just reference an item for making the recipe for it.
Look, the item is here, so I can learn it now instead of waiting until we find a big city to buy it. Maybe at an upcharge. Who knows?
City.
Maybe this is the
No.
upcharge. I have the money.
Seeing
Fine,
as
to explode my
you're,
cat.
seeing as I imagine, seeing as I imagine you wander quite widely, I don't suppose you know what the other nations and city-states are doing in response to what began in Roshalee.
She taps her chin. Well, not particularly. I haven't been paying too much attention about the goings on, rather simply looking for a way to make a profit.
All understandable, I don't respect.
Contracts here, contracts there, you know how it is. She wrings her hands. Realistically, if I were to try and give you information worth anything, I'd need compensation. And she'd kind of gritches her fingers together. Finger and thumb.
Hmm.
I am a businesswoman, after all.
Well, speaking of information, I do believe the deal was that if we were to buy anything, you might share information about the the dragon situation here in the Heartlands.
Hmm. No such luck. She says with a mercantile smile.
You can see Fumi in the distance. She like throws something on the ground. Dang it! Dang it! Like quietly.
Oh, what is Fumi doing?
Nothing. She just. We keep getting tricked.
We got swindled.
What? Now I'm lost.
Wait.
She did specifically approach the camp with the if you buy something, I can give you information about the dragons.
Fair
It's
enough.
true.
Well, the big metal dragon is currently guarding a strange egg in the middle of a lake. Up Edgeward. And she gestures off. In fact, here. You've been such wonderful. You have been such wonderful hosts. She reaches into her sleeve once more and produces a map.
We didn't even invite her.
Well, that's
What-
what makes you wonderful hosts.
I was
Yeah,
speaking to you, but you know what? Thank you for the compliment.
And with that, I should take my leave. She gets up, and her little imp-like creature lets out a wretched scream before being pulled to the earth by gilded hands. And she steps
Fumi
away.
just kind of blinks at like. Well, there she goes.
Is that supposed
You know,
to
we do
happen?
seem to be running to the.
1 second,
Oh.
Who's speaking?
I'll let Nex go first.
Well, we do seem to be attracting the most strange sort of wandering merchants.
It's true.
Quite frankly, I think we're the only ones with enough money to buy from them at the moment.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. She's gonna cast Alarm.
You've had that the whole time.
As you,
It was intended for the cabin, but I just didn't think to use it while we were sitting around here is all.
I throw a hammer at Fumi. I'm gonna roll to attack.
that reminds me, for the people at home, every time you subscribe to us on Twitch, we get to throw an extra hammer at Fumi.
Where should I put it?
What-
Over
what-
here?
It's very funny.
The hammers are coming, Fumi.
I mean, the Ash Giant. I'm sure the Ash Giant could appreciate having a house.
Wouldn't be too bad.
Because it's not like he sleeps in the caravan. What?
It's over.
And I'm going to move you all to the Heartlands exploration map.
We
As you look over this map that Zhu Xiaolong gave you.
Well, that's a lot of damage.
Take 6,582 hammer damage, Fumi.
Behold.
Well, guess you got to reroll.
We skipped over a town. I'm surprised we did that.
No, you were there.
Behold.
Yes,
yeah,
we were at that
He
town.
moved it.
I wound up deleting the map and had to redo it from
the other side
scratch.
of the bridge.
Oh well,
There you
there we go.
Yeah.
Right, we can get rid of the box at the bottom. Whoever wrote those.
I believe those
The
were
tree of life? Question mark.
I'll leave
Ritual
the
site can stay.
I'll leave Ritual Site, and Heartlands doesn't need to be here. Orrery, I will leave. Orrery can go as well.
Hmm?
And we'll leave the cave.
So,
Yeah, I drew that.
for the people at home, we were doing exploration, and it was rather unsatisfying, so I have changed it a bit. What's going to go on from here on out is the players are going to figure out the point that they are traveling to, and I will simply calculate what's going on in the background in the meanwhile.
Hello, Undercockle.
And we calculate what happens along the way.
Fine with me.
Yeah, it's like checkpoint travel.
Yep.
A more elegant way.
I love the singular mountain in the middle of the lake.
It's good.
Yeah, it's almost like that was mentioned.
I know it was mentioned, but I like it.
He likes it.
Like he likes.
It's sticking out.
Anyway,
I'm kind of interested to know what White Mountain.
hello? I think my computer's breaking, actually.
Uh-oh.
Hyperbeam is not loading correctly.
Isn't it using the ad break thing?
No,
I see.
I just switched tabs and it... Oh, yep, it all broke.
Oh.
Oh boy! I love technical difficulties.
I tried to right-click to get it on loop, and it just stopped working.
Oh, I'm experiencing technical difficulties. Oh.
In the meantime, look at the video I posted in
No.
general. Wow! That's just hurt.
Good.
He has been
But you can
banned.
see the Tree of Life from here. See, look, there it is.
Can you give it a proper description?
Tree of Life is the term used for Mox home settlements. They are gigantic fate trees, purple in coloration. If you cannot see them, please let me know.
I can see it.
We're doing okay today under Kokutail.
I'm very
They are Fae-grown trees that rip out from the ground, and they grow what is called the Fruit of Life. These mystical fruits are what the Mox use to pupate from their larval states into the more humanoid forms that you are used to when you see them. There are 26 trees of life across Anon.
Does it literally bestow them knowledge, or does it just make them big?
It bestows them with knowledge. It is outright stated that these fruits basically have an awakening ritual built into them, but in such a way that if a creature that is already sapient were to eat them, their brains would actually just explode.
You beat me to it. I was going to ask what happens if someone else eats them.
Is there like a noteworthy amount of more intelligent animals nearby these things, or what?
No, Mox are extremely militant about protecting the fruits of the Tree of Life. Because if they don't, then their children can't grow up. Because if a Mox were to progress to adulthood without consuming fruit from Tree of Life, they're basically no better than pack animals at that state. They
They're just a
basically
big
become
bug.
large grubs. Or beetles.
Do those have a different name?
Bug.
Just bug. Okay.
So, you know how in Elder Scrolls, there are Khajiit that are about the size and shape of a horse?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't like thinking
Mox are
about
like that.
I don't like thinking with fake lore.
Well, unfortunately, you're playing tabletop. Get used to the fake lore.
The real fake claw.
Anyway. Mox are kind of like that in that they have various different forms that have their own weird esoteric workings to them that are very poorly understood by the layman. But all forms of the Mox are still called Mox.
I very nearly re-rolled to unbox for this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with the camp set away and us resting for the night, I imagine we begin traveling through the forest to the
Mhm.
Tree of Life.
Sounds about
Would
right.
we attempt to find the remedy to the giant's injury in the forest, or are we going to go to the Tree of Life and then ask around there?
Hard to find, says the giant. Better to ask from those who know. So, are you guys heading straight to the Tree of Life on the next day, or
I don't see any
We
reason
should.
we wouldn't, honestly.
Yeah, I think we
Alright.
probably should.
on the next day? You're interrupted.
Oh no!
Oops!
It's dragon time.
It's dragon time. Let me make sure that I've got everything all hunky dory.
It's the Scraggins.
Yep. Give me a moment. Making sure that everybody's got the right conditions going.
Make sure you regrip your stuff, Fumi.
I will pass the time. Okay. Do I have a proper musical number for this? Not you. Do 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 do. Sorry, I don't have a good dragon song on hand at a given moment.
I've got a
Let me
few.
Oh well,
But
then
it's
please go
it's
ahead.
Dragon Combats, it's not Dragon Talk.
Oh well then.
Well, my turn to combat. We'll see what happens.
How tense do you want it?
Well, you're being shaken down by dragons, Nova.
Okay. Oh. Oh God. Run. Mm. Oh.
What's up, Nova?
Work.
Uh oh.
General menacing, not fighting.
Yep. There's the Jumper Done link. Okay, fine.
Good fuck. It's a good song.
Let me get this map finished up, and then we can get going. As you set out for the day in the morning, a trio of drakes swings down from on high and accosts you. What is it you... Ah, we finally found you. This is the large blue wyvern in the middle of them. Ugh, excuse me. And they land amidst the land ship as you prepare yourselves. I'm
It
sure you know
seems-
what we're here for.
What they don't know is that they've landed on our C4 charges that we have planted just for them.
This is where we completely abandoned the ship and exploded, wiping out most of the party. Full character restart.
Boomy crawls out and casts her cabin spell.
Fucking has to get one cast of it in the campaign, otherwise Nova's gonna die.
Well, Sidriel is here. Well, sent us to collect dues.
Has it been
I
7 days
see.
already?
Close enough, says the Wyvern.
Close enough
Close
doesn't mean
enough.
7 days.
No, clearly we just need to take an extra day getting back to him.
Wait, were you just waiting for us to approach the forest?
Maybe.
You
played
understand
nice
that
the first time.
Seika's going to speak in Vakan.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that everything you do is in representation of Sidriel, correct? Your actions reflect his actions. Do you want to besmirch his reputation by breaking his solemn word?
The Wyvern gives you the best equivalent of God, I can't freaking talk today. The Wyvern gives you its best representation of a reptilian grin that it can manage. I need you to roll Arcana or Society for me.
Okay.
Because there's something you didn't catch about them talking to you.
Well, what
You
was
want
it?
it blind or public?
All of you can make this blind. If you have a working dragon lore or dragon applicable lore, you can use that as well. With dragons, it is a great offense to not refer to them by their full name when out of their presence. Sidriel Lancecracker, as he introduced himself to you, or as they introduced themselves to you, was not referred to as such by these wyverns. You need express permission to do so, and it did not seem like they did.
They're just trying to extort us by using his title on.
I figured.
They're being little rats.
I see.
They're sneaking in a day. Oh, they're sneaking in a day early to try and steal extra money.
I see the mighty have fallen to base banditry then.
It's a good gig, says one of the drakes with a thick accent. It's a good
Oh,
gig.
I'm sure your lord would believe as much as well.
What's the twerp gotta know about it?
Seika squints.
More of us than that, brat. They get paid, we get safety, and we can keep doing what we want.
Ah, but what if the great Lancecracker was to find out? What would he do to you then?
And how are they going to feel? How are they going to figure out? You're being stared down by 3 dragons, and it's our word versus yours.
I'm
You call
tempted
yourself-
the whole. Sorry.
You call yourself dragons, but you're no more than whelps. You lack the nobility to the clan.
The wyvern whips its tail and smashes it right next to you into the floor of the ship. I'd be quiet if I were you. Next time I won't miss.
Second.
And the wood begins to like rot and curl where the poison tip of the tail slammed into the ground.
Are you gonna pay for that? We just got this.
I believe you're going to pay for
Clearly
it.
they're not. Clearly they're not going to pay for it.
Hmm.
I'm like half tempted to try the bluff communication device.
The land drakes, by the way, Albatross and them, are starting to wig out.
Wig out? Like, for
Yeah,
they're starting to-
they're like starting to strain
They're
against
getting
the.
little tense.
Party judgment call with glances. Combat or cash out?
Probably. Almost assuredly. There's like the way they're going, this is not this is like the only resolution is fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Hanyan,
I'm starting
Go
to
on.
think,
Oh,
go ahead.
you know, with creatures like you around, I'm starting to think that maybe young Landsbreaker's getting influenced. I think you're a bunch of rotten eggs. You're a bunch of. I think you're
The one flame drake furthest from you, like, reels its head back in extreme insult at rotten eggs.
Mm-hmm. You heard me. I think you're a bunch of rotten eggs and a bunch of foul-scaled bandits.
So you know, it'd be really funny.
You should.
Is if
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry, no, go ahead.
Leave us. We're not paying you.
You
And she,
briefly
like,
see Rivika
tap-
like,
she,
turn
like-
her head and laugh.
She's very small, and she's like stomps her staff on the bridge of the thing.
The wyvern, like, cranes its serpentine neck to look at you, almost sideways.
For all I'm concerned, all you're doing is loitering now.
So you're not going to pay Sidriel's fee.
I'm not paying you.
Oh, we're happy to pay Sidriel.
You can send another.
As we agreed. But you're not here to collect that. You're here to collect your own due. And we have no agreement with you. Also, I think it would be extremely funny if Pepper's advertised, because it speaks with the dragon's voice, was to kick in right now.
One of the drakes begins to wing off.
I'd like to get a spell ready, a scroll in hand, as it
Okay.
were.
I'll make a chorus check.
Okay,
Since
go
I'm
ahead.
being threatening here.
Yep.
Oh!
He's so threatening.
I'm being threatening.
You've never seen Hanny glower quite like this.
He's angry.
Yeah. Why this Oni is so mad? And they all quickly wing off. You haven't heard the last of us.
Me when I
Clearly.
Hey, I use this for intimidating prowess.
And
Yeah.
as they fly away, you fall off the back end of the.
Like 1 minute later,
On the
Hanny
ship.
shrinks on it and goes, whew. I don't like doing that.
Fumi takes a deep breath. She puffed up during that a little bit, just like you did to some degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fumi was large for a fraction of a moment.
She wasn't large. Just she. I imagine her like hair poofed out or something.
Moves up like a pigeon and she doubles in size.
Question. Have we done our daily prep today?
Not yet. They were kind of waiting till morning light, specifically to catch any spellcasters off guard.
Then, I'm going to prepare in one of my third rank slots today's dream message.
Okay. Are you going to demand to see their manager?
Call Dragon and go, hey, so we had a bit of a
Aaron
problem with one of your
Seika.
employees. You should kill him.
In fact, actually, what is the fastest long-range message spell I have access to, I wonder? Voice and Breeze is on 10 miles at this rank. Oh, rank 4 heightened to 1,000 miles. I think that is a worthwhile expenditure given the situation. I am going to prepare a 4th rank Voice on the Breeze.
Does Voice on the Breeze require you to target a location or a creature?
Ah, you're right. It's a location, not creature.
The dream message is the one that targets a creature.
I wonder if. I mean, he could be asleep at this point still. Dragons can be long sleepers when they want to be.
They can be lazy pieces of shit.
And given the attitude they've had, that might be their character. Yeah, I will go with dream message.
All right. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna just unprepare this and spell prep.
Revica, could you give me a
Hello?
warfare lore?
Yeah. Blind Republic.
Your call.
Decent.
These guys are acting weirdly organized for what should be thugs. Like, the very fact that they jumped you right as you guys were getting ready to start your day shows that they know how spellcasting works, they know how spell prep works, and they were trying to get you all off guard innately.
It could be that the Wyverns have effectively organized underneath the dragon as like a racket, like to take advantage of him.
Mm-hmm.
The red drakes that you haven't identified yet looked a bit dumber, but the wyverns looked very intelligent about this kind of thing.
I think they've been doing this for a while. Anyway, in regards to the dream message circuit, is effectively going to say that the Wyverns turned up early, demanded tribute for themselves and not in the Lancecracker's great name, and they besmirched his great name.
Alright. You send your dream message off. You would not be aware of when it is captured. Well, no, you would know that it's sent as soon as they receive it, as per the spell. Alright. Now I'm going to send you back to the Heartlands exploration map.
Actually, I just need to stop the rest of my prep. What apparition do I want going into a forest?
Probably doesn't want to give forest lore. Could actually be useful potentially.
I have forest lore.
Stalking Darkened Boughs.
Alright, where are my dice? I need them at the moment. For the folks at home, I do keep a set of D20s and D12s for random encounter tables. I probably should be showing them off on the stream, but alas, I'm a very busy individual.
So busy.
So, let's see. It's going to take you... Well, you're going to have to leave the main boat behind. Because you're heading into the trees.
The
Or-
land ship does have the camouflage
Mhm.
that we gave it. Could we get it like into the tree line?
Yes. Alright. Okay. So I will move the main land ship here, as you hide it in the tree line. And it takes you about 2 days to reach. Well, it takes you about the length of a day to reach the Tree of Life.
Oh, exhausting.
While you were traveling, something does occur. This forest is deep and ancient. There is a primordialness to it. And you swear, every once in a while, you can see the trees move. And the ground slither beneath your feet.
Hmm.
I
Something.
imagine this
Oh,
this
God.
is an effect. This could be the effect of a tree of life if it's granting sentience and higher thought to the Mox. Then what does its mere existence exude on the land around it?
Revoca.
Ask me.
More Fey-inclined forests do tend to do things like this. However, due to being knowledgeable of the area, specifically, you know that this entire forest is made of currently inactive awakened trees.
Yeah,
It is well
does-
known. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say that does mean that once again I can tap the Speak with Plants spell if I wanted to.
It's true.
To gather information.
It is well known that the Tree of Un, which you are heading, has once before animated the entire forest in a military action.
Was Revica there to see it?
No, it's
Oh.
ancient history.
Okay.
But I'm going to let it be known that this forest is 84 miles wide.
That's a lot. That's
That's
a lot of trees.
That's a lot of trees. A lot of angry trees.
So, you head into the Tree of the Tree of Life Un. I'm gonna ask you guys if you would like some Mox lore today.
I would love some Mox lore there. Yes, I'm
So-
interested in.
Trees of Life. There are 26 of them, one for each letter of the English alphabet. Each Mox tree, its inhabitants all share their first letter of their name, which matches that of their tree. This would be the tree U.
Like a clan name.
Yep. And then an apostrophe, and then their actual name. I'm gonna see if any of you recognize the importance of that.
You think I am
Um,
aware?
Well, you're gonna be shortly.
So they all
the name of the
they all
tree
take
on the maps. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say so they all take on the name of the tree they were born from.
As you approach the tree, there are a few Mox in heavy armor. Some wearing red and being shaped a little more like bees or moths, and some in blue, shaped a little more like beetles. Ugh.
Hey.
You are hailed as you approach in your little wagon. Who are you?
Oh, I'm hanging
We're
out
just.
with them.
I'm Fumi. We're all we're travelers and adventurers. We saw the tree on the horizon.
Revoca waves.
Hmm.
I
Circa gives a
suppose we
polite bow.
represent the House of Teas and Rocher Lee.
We also thought we'd duck into the forest before the extortion dragons time up.
More Rosherlee people, says one of the beetle-shaped mocks.
Do you have many refugees from Australia amongst the trade?
Not many refugees, but a bunch of idiots, including somebody who cut out on their own, swore to never return, and then came back anyway.
As they do.
That sounds silly.
Akmon.
Yeah. Yeah. Chat won't get it, but
I get it. It's a joke.
the ones
for me.
that would do.
If you would allow us, may we enter, rest, and speak amongst your people?
Of course. During times like these, it would be foolish to not allow travelers to visit. I'm sure the root speaker wouldn't mind either, especially given her current situation.
It appears there are a lot of current situations we're running into, and well, if we can help, then we will.
Now, I will note, every single mox in this tree currently is armed. Any funny business, you will be swarmed.
Understood.
That's really interesting phrasing and also noted.
Is that a
How is it
microaggression?
interesting?
Mm-mm. She shakes her head.
You sure
I
it's
didn't
not
say anything.
microaggression?
Mm-mm.
Microaggressions are met with macro.
Puts her finger up. Every culture has different phrasings. They're interesting.
How do the fairy folk get on with the mox?
Typically, it depends on the tree, of course. However, most Alci are usually pretty alright with the mox, especially because they're technically a form of Fae, or the product of the Fae.
Mm-hmm.
As, you know, monks are fed by the Tree of Life, which is a very Fae plant form. And some Alci believe that the Tree of Life comes from where they hail from. Not so much for Ioka, of course. They're very different.
That's a sensible guess, to be honest. Since they are
They're
quite strange.
Their shared insectile heritage.
Sure, let's go with that. Your shared Sylvan heritage would probably be more fitting. Alright. So I'm going to move you onto the new map.
So if you travel into the desert and find the rot mox, they're just gonna eat the fairies.
Rot mox are actually just a kind of mox that happens sometimes. In the same way that you've met beetles and moths and bees. Give me one moment. I am doing some cleanup here.
Why?
Okay. And I'm going to activate the map. I'm going to tree Un.
Oh, I'm wood maxing.
Nice.
You are lifted up into the air through what is very clearly wooden lifts right here.
This is
And
a
you are
big
told
map.
it is. You're not using most of it. You're going this way. You're going the wrong way.
I'm just looking around. For the
Oh, yeah, no,
server.
I mean, Fumi and
I
Rebecca.
wanted to look.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is a large map.
This is like getting me touching the ground. This is like half a Primus dungeon.
Yeah. You should send this.
Don't
to
worry,
me.
the other half was part of this image.
You should also send this to me after the session because it's relevant to Nyx.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
You approach the central hallway of this Tree of Life. You can tell because it's the center of the tree. And you can hear some chattering from the door within.
I clicked on the door to open it and it said the door is out of reach. She's too short.
You are
short.
too small.
You can't reach the door handle. Well.
Gonna cast this on myself before we enter the manhole.
Well.
Oh, I knew it would be them.
Root Mother, please, you need to understand we're looking for assistance. A familiar face speaks to the Mox at the head of the large seat, a floor above the main meeting area.
Seika's
fact,
gonna do that
5
thing
familiar
where she's gonna find a seat that's like just in the periphery of their vision.
And you see Ulrika, Luminia, Honko Shumimi, Lucian, and Vashron.
Well.
No,
Hey,
this is a
guys.
tree hand. As Eurycia spots you, she immediately prickles up, shuts her mouth, and defers to you. The imposing figure looks down upon you.
Hello.
Wow. Out of character.
And who are these, Eurycia? More of your buffoon friends from the River City?
You know, that's just rude.
Eurycia simply remains quiet.
Fumi, what's a buffoon?
I think it's a type of ape. I think it's an ape.
To you.
What is Utu's title? I overheard.
Root Mother.
Seika's going to give a bow. I offer my greetings to the root mother of the tree.
Eurycia looks at you like you just grew a third arm. And the root mother raises a hand, one of her 4. I assume you do not know much about societal roles in a tree of life, if you call me that.
Frankly, no, I don't. I don't believe there is a. Is there a tree of life in Kasaga?
No.
Oh, you have a good
The
excuse.
term root mother is to refer to one's parent of parent, or at least the leader of Generation 2 past.
You called her grandma.
Hello, Mom.
Hi, grandma.
Hello, Granny. Granny, how are you?
Grandma.
That's moderately.
Well,
Mothers of one generation before are called branch mothers.
That's fun. I like that.
well, forgive me for my mistake, but I have always been raised to respect my elders.
She looks at you. I must apologize. I'm only 40.
Seika's probably
Old.
older than her, huh?
Strike 2. Execution.
Dun dun dun.
Well, is
Quickly
circa
recall
older.
knowledge. How old are Moxes in relation to 40 years to a human?
So a Mox typically has a 80-year lifespan, though they can
Middle-aged.
get much older.
So it's human lifespan with magic stuff as exceptions.
Yep. Typically, the more humanoid a Mox looks, the longer they live. Just as part of how much Fey they are.
Yeah, how ephemeral they are.
Art of Utu, by the way. Let me post her full pop out here.
old tank design.
Yeah, drawn by our good friend Tank.
Cha-chan.
Good job, old tank.
Thank you.
You know, old Tank.
Well, technically, good job.
We
young
love old
Tank.
tank.
No, you're even older now.
Good job, Tank in his 20s.
Can't believe Tank is 39.
So
Tank
true.
tank are rapidly aging.
Yeah, I can't believe Tank is 85.
47.
You're hurting him. Stop it.
Make it-
Leave
is
that
it-
man alone.
I can't believe Nova is 72.
It's true.
Anyway,
Are there
Cool
any
choice.
more social blunders I'm allowed to make?
speaking out of turn.
Oh, you're on 3.
Three. We got another one.
Good thing we're not going by a strike system.
It is golf rules, though, and you're doing poorly.
Please.
The hell is golf?
You know what golf is. It's a Kasagan specialty. It's where boats go, you know?
Binted?
Ghost Binded.
Our IQ is dropping here.
Yeah, we're getting a little...
I'm
off track.
melting. I'm dying. It's a.
Please, introduce yourselves on the whole, one at a time. I already know about these 5 reprobates. She gestures to each of you.
I am-
General sweeping motion.
I'm Circa of Kasega.
Okay.
I'm Revica from Rashali.
I'm Fumi. I'm from Unkai.
Okay.
I'm Hanyan Ardenstar from around the eye. Don't have a particular location.
And you? Lunch meat?
Wow.
I think Air.
My microphone just wasn't working. I was wondering why. Me. I'm Pepper from Kasega.
I see. Quite the colorful group, most of you from the Isles.
Yes, we're very international.
I am the current leader of this tree, Utu. I'm the root speaker. I speak with the tree, I help tend to its fruit. These imbeciles, gestures to Arisia and friends, were attempting to ask me entrance into the deeper part of the root.
Pepper looks over to the group. Why would you be asking for that?
Access to the armory. We keep valuables within the deep root. Typically magical objects.
And they wanted
Seika's going to turn to Arisia. Was there anything in particular you were after from your people?
There's a calling stone. I was after.
Grandma,
They-
can I borrow the cell phone?
Not that kind of calling stone, Hanian.
It's a cell phone.
Falling stone?
There is a certain kind of magical item, typically the shape of an axe head, that can be used to call a military force upon one's location, typically of departed ancestor spirits. These are incredibly rare, but we were trying to mount a forward force to assist with the front line.
Have we heard much about the front line at this point, or no?
All you know is that it's fucking rough.
Is that necessary?
You've seen them, the metal things. Of
Yeah.
course it is.
Of course I've seen them. I've dealt with them too. I don't think we. I don't feel like you should be requesting rare magical artifacts from these fine people for no reason.
There were a lot of them early on. I think they've been spreading out since then.
We are keeping our location safe by simply being up here in the tree. With what military we can muster, we can protect it. Perfectly fine. I see no reason to call upon the ancestors to deal with this problem. Eventually, some group of knuckleheads, foolhardy suicidal warriors of any sort, will deal with the problem, and we'll have no further worry.
Then our reputation precedes us. Because we are the foolhardy group of knuckleheads.
Utu looks
Ellie-
at you and just kind of sighs. Great. And it seems as though you're looking for something similar. If that's the case,
Well, we're largely here for information and to offer what aid we can in our passing.
Rebecca, you look over and Vashron has a rubber band around his mouth so he keeps it
Yeah.
shut.
We should do that with Hanian.
He doesn't have the mouth shape for that.
But if I may, Root Speaker, what do you know of what's happening outside the tree?
Well, much the same as most people. That big rock fell, and strange elementals have been crawling out ever since.
That would be putting it lightly. Have you been to Roshalee, mayhaps?
Of course not. I knew the city fell.
Could
It's a
you
crater.
imagine for a moment, if you will, a vast city of hume construction, their towering spires of stone and glass, and all the wonders of their technology advancing day by day amongst glistening waters.
Mhm.
It is now a barren wasteland of metal, of
And rust.
freak construction. The rivers, once sparkling and clear, now run a deep blood red with rust. The wildlife, the people, malformed into metal monstrosities.
Yes, we've seen what's happened to the Druva.
This is an infection spreading across our world.
It's not just happening to the Druva. I've seen it. I've seen it start to malform animals, and this group here, she points to the rest of the party, says that the guardian dragon has been turned into a metal monstrosity.
Oh no, one wildfire creature can no longer create fire. Listen. If it's assistance you seek, then we want assistance in kind. What is it that you need, Kasaigan woman?
Well, for now, we were in the search of I believe a herb, or at least a tonic or remedy for a giant in our company. Seems to know the Heartlands much
Her
better than
mandibles
we.
twitch and her eyebrow raises. Giant?
And
Do we know his name?
I don't believe
Are
we
we-
ever shared his name.
Yeah, I thought we knew his name, but like when I saw him earlier, he was just like Ash Giant. So
Giants
I
don't share
know.
names.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Like,
didn't
just
wanna tell
hands down, you need to be in a deep rapport with them for them to share.
Right.
Yes. In exchange for helping the giant treat his afflictions, he's willing to help us find what we seek in the Heartlands. And the thing we seek, Seika turns and looks at Avishia and the group. We have on exceedingly high authority. Can help us remedy this metal affliction outright.
I see. She steeples two arms' fingers together, and you can see her external mandibles click with thought. Aid for a giant, and some magical stone.
The stone, the star, as we call it, from our interactions with previous ones we've found, seem to have a elementally stabilizing effect on the world around them.
And where have you found these?
Well, one was where it was meant to be. One we found in the depths of a. It has been a moment. What was the name of the vault?
The Vault of Hescarda.
Yeah, thank you. One we found in the depths of the Vault of Hesgarda, where it billowed heat so great it would scorch you to the bone. And one, unfortunately, as we are aware, resides in the now metal wasteland. That was Roshalee. But there was one here in the Heartlands as well.
I want to
And
know you are not
from-
simple grave robbers.
We
You
How
can
do
say
we
that
prove
you're
that?
working heroically, but I have no proof.
What kind of proof would you require?
Bring me somebody that knows of your exploits, and then we'll talk. Somebody you don't know personally, but is willing to speak on your behalf. Or rather, somebody
does
that
that
isn't
work?
innately your ally.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That would be definitely someone from the House of Teas, right?
I mean, probably.
I don't think Louise counts. She's our friend.
Nods.
I will be taking my leave. I need some rest. You have given me quite the headache. In the meanwhile, make yourselves at home. We have beds to spare from lost comrades. And Utu begins stepping away.
Speaking of, I'm actually also developing a headache.
Yep.
So,
And
if possible, I'd like
We're-
to start winding down.
yep,
Well, that could have gone better.
Aricia looks at you after she leaves. What a mess. By the sounds of things, Root Mother is planning on holding a council to see what... By the sound of things, Root Mother is planning on holding a council. Typically what this means is that many of the major individuals amongst the tree are going to get together, and you're going to have to convince them. In the meanwhile, the rest of us, gestures to Mimini and Mimi, will be heading out to try and get you somebody from the House of Teas. Does that seem workable?
Yeah.
It works for me.
Saves us a lot of trouble. I didn't exactly think we'd have to drag one of the professors or whoever else out here.
I'm not exactly welcome here, beyond that of a traveler, since I left.
Pepper pokes her head around Seika and looks at the group and asks, "Say, have you heard anything about anything more about the House of War?"
I assume you said House of War.
Yeah, I said House of War.
You cut off at the end, that's all.
Yeah. Well, part of the reason that we're out here was to ask the same question. However, Root Mother has been a bit stubborn.
She reminds me of the elders back home.
She's been a bit holed up ever since my branch mother died. Well, the branch mother died.
I see.
I take it that's the current issue. One of the guards at the entrance was rather glib.
Many people are welcome in. It's especially during trying times such as this. It's simply that as the root speaker, she has reasons to be guarded. She's just a bit stubborn as of currently.
I can tell.
There's a reason I left.
I hope her stubbornness doesn't get in the way of her people's prosperity.
She will listen to reason if it's from people from the tree. Your best bet would be to...
Isolationist.
She seemed perfectly willing to just do a transactional exchange of services.
If you could call it that. Her idea of transaction is typically very one-sided. If you're simply looking for an herb, it shouldn't be too hard to find with enough searching. It's simply that to give you directions for the correct glade would be too much of a hassle to not do so without help. Or she's trying to lump us both together.
Oh, to save time.
Correct. But if that's the case, make yourselves at home for now. I'll be heading out. I'm rather quick on my feet.
So when's this council supposed to happen?
Over the next few days. Usually takes about a week.
Could you do one favor? Just report back to Renee that everything's going relatively fine.
I'll see what I can do.
That's all. It was Renee
and-
that was worrying last time, correct? Not Louise?
It was Louise. Renee's been kind of busy.
Still, it's worth reporting back, though. Whether it be to Renee or to another higher up, I don't believe they speak to the headmaster.
Aricia grabs Mimi almost like you would a football with her two lower arms. And simply trundles out the door and wings off. And that's where we're going to leave off for the session.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and declare that I am going to be spending the next 8 hours in game using a home in every port to find to find us find us lodging.
All right.
We have been offered lodging, but yeah.
Yeah, you could probably get better lodging with a home in every port.
As I was
Yeah,
about to
that's the
say.
point.
With the help of a home in every port, some of the monks are willing to basically airlift your wagon and place it somewhere amongst the branches for you to hang out in.
That's very cool. I like that.
Treehouse.
Treehouse.
But thank you for coming, everybody.
Thank
we-
you.
Thank you for
Hopefully,
running
we
it.
should be back next
Well,
week.
I plan on
I'm
it.
hoping so.
Just
no-
to
Aim for it.
just to check, we are now actually 7 days out from our first encounter with.
Yep.
It would probably be the last time we exit the forest.
It's just at some point I lost my tracker for my quick learner cooldown.
Oh, I couldn't tell you there. So that evening, when you settle down, you do get a message about the dragon hearing your message. But that's where we're going to leave it off for tonight. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Had a great time.
Yeah.
We will be back next week, and hopefully we'll be more consistent, provided no outside problems happen.
You are tempting God.
I'm aware.
God will be tempted.
Dankeschön. I will be ending the
Dankeschön.
broadcast here in
Mhm.
3, 2, 1.